For all the stories you tried to miss, I'm Cameron Weir.
And I'm Tonya Harris.
And this is the TMI Minute 2019 Year in Review.
John Travolta thanked fans on Instagram for appreciating his new bald look. Hey John, now that you know people will love you without the hair, maybe you could also lose the beard? After 20 years with Sony Music, R. Kelly has been dropped by the label. This is kind of ironic considering that it's R. Kelly who usually drops someone once they turn 20. In the wake of the scandal, Hallmark announced that they will no longer cast Loughlin in any future Hallmark Channel movies. No word yet on who they will get to play Lori in the new Hallmark film, I Cheated to Get My Daughter into College. But it's a safe bet, it won't be Felicity Huffman.
This week, researchers released the first ever photo of an actual black hole, finally replacing the old black hole photo that we've been using for the last 10 years.
Who would you like to thank?
My Lord and Savior. And Kimberly.
She was jet lagged on camera.
Over 800,000 Game of Thrones fans signed a petition demanding that Season 8 of the show be remade by more competent writers. Thankfully for HBO, only 10,000 of those complaints came from people not using their parents' HBO Go login information. Knitting and crocheting website Ravelry has banned Trump supporters from using their site. Turns out all this time, the Trump supporters have been yelling about hating knitters. Man, were we wrong.
Get the out of here now!
Producers fired actress Faye Dunaway on the opening night of her Broadway play, Tea at 5, after she slapped a crew member and verbally abused the rest of the team. In other words, they done away with Dunaway. I gotta start reading these jokes before I film them. Nicki Minaj announced that she's retiring from music, which is a shame for anyone who still hasn't figured out that Nicki, Blac Chyna, and Cardi B are three different people.
Team USA lost at the Fiba World Cup basketball tournament after several star NBA players pulled out from the team. To keep this from happening in the future, the next U.S. team will be coached by Kim Kardashian, who knows how to handle NBA players pulling out on her.
Have you ever played pickleball?
She's like, have you ever played pickleball?
It's been reported that Felicity Huffman will only serve 13 days of her 14-day sentence in regards to the college admissions scandal. For her daughter, that means that if you minus 13 from 14, Mommy will be spending one less day in jail.
That's why I keep having kids, Jimmy, to replace the ones who hate me.
Vanna White will fill in for Pat Sajak after the Wheel of Fortune host suffered an intestinal blockage and required surgery. Luckily, the doctors were able to fix his impacted organ so he wouldn't have to buy a vowel. You get it? Vowel? Let's move on. Just in time for Christmas, the Democrat-led Congress impeached the president this week, causing many Republican pundits to call Dems the Grinches who stole an election. Ironically, under the Republicans' broken health care plan, Seuss is the only doctor anyone will be allowed to see.
When the story breaks in Hollywood, we'll be there with the crazy clue.
Happy New Year!